Dallas is the city where 3 years ago Vice President and Mrs. Johnson were spat upon and cursed by a seething crowd in the lobby of one of our hotels. Where last month hundreds of our citizens continually interrupted an address by Ambassador Adlai Stevenson with intentional coughs, heckling, catcalls, and Halloween noisemakers. Upon leaving the auditorium, Mr. Stevenson was struck with a sign and spat upon. Dallas is the city where many leaders and officials expressed anxiety and fear of incident when first learning of the President and Mrs. Kennedy's intention to be our guests. Dallas is the city where on the day of the President and First Lady's arrival, the Dallas Morning News ran a full-page ad with the mocking caption, "Welcome, Mr. President." The ad contained a number of questions which were themselves accusations of President Kennedy, implying his cooperation with the U.S. Communist Party, his bloodily extermination of anti-communist allies, and his scrapping of the Monroe Doctrine in favor of the spirit of Moscow. Dallas is the city where fourth-grade children in a North Dallas public school clapped and cheered when their teacher told them of the assassination of the President here last Friday afternoon. In the name of God, what kind of city have we become? It is not too late for us to learn that men can agree to disagree in love and still hold partisan persuasions. Where do we begin? We have our children. They were not born hating the President of the United States. They soon learn to imitate their parents. It is not only important that we nurture them in political ideas, but in the even more important fundamentals of understanding and respect for those who hold a different point of view. We have our neighborhoods. When the extremist across the street or down the block starts spewing his epithets and hate, he must soon discover that he has a contest on his hands as we confront him with sanity and love. We have our precincts, where live and vital issues are discussed. It is time both liberals and conservatives took responsibility for the reactionaries and extremists in their own party.